What's up, gentlemen? Today I'm going over my pick for the 3 quickest, easiest, sexiest men's hairstyles that the ladies absolutely love, that coincidentally look good on literally like every dude. The other upside is that all 3 of these require very little maintenance and don't take a lot of time in order to style. And real quick, before we get into these 3 amazing, quick, easy, sexy hairstyles, I'm going to go over a few terms that you need to know just in terms of hairstyling, all right? The difference between a taper and a fade, because a lot of times these 2 things get confused. A taper is simply referring to the act of cutting the hair shorter as it goes down your head, all right? Typically, it's going to be longer on top and taper gradually down to the temple. A fade, on the other hand, is a type of taper because the hair is going from short to long, but typically it's going to be cut a lot shorter. You'll often hear a skin fade or a bald fade or a low fade, all right? Typically, this is going to be from very short to a little bit longer, and typically you're going to be able to actually see a hard line of hair to no hair, or that transition from super short to a little longer. The next term is texture. When somebody talks about texturizing your hair or giving your hair more texture, basically this is referring to cutting the hair different lengths in a specific region. All right, so a lot of times it's going to be up top. They're going to texturize your hair. This is going to mean that they're going to basically go in and make some of the hair a little bit shorter than some of the other hair. Typically they're going to use either thinning shears, which actually has like different lengths in the blades, which is actually going to cut your hair at different lengths. Somebody also could do razoring. Razoring is a technique where they actually manually will give your hair more texture, cutting different lengths in the crown of your hair. And the third type of texturizing is what is known as point cutting. So the difference between point cutting and standard cutting is when they're cutting your hair generally to take length off, they're going to go across. It's going to create everything the same length and it's going to be more blunt. Well, point cutting, they're going to have that hair up, but then they're going to take their scissors and go in vertically. All right, they're going to jump around, they're going to skip over different areas. This is going to give your hair different lengths. It's also going to create more texture and volume. Texture is something that will give any hairstyle more volume, more life, and just more definition and separation, and honestly make every hairstyle look better. All right, there are 2 products real quick I'd like to mention in terms of texturizing, all right? Number 1 is a sea salt spray. Every single guy should be using a sea salt spray as a pre-styler, period, to make your hairstyle better. It also makes your product work better because it's going to help your product stay and hold and just look a lot more healthy, not to mention give it more texture and volume. I'm going to link to this down below, guys. There's also going to be a discount code if you guys want to check this out, all right? Every guy should use it. It comes in 2 different sizes, so if you just want to try it, grab the travel size or grab the big bottle. And the second product is a texturizing powder, which I am obsessed over. All right, these things have been blowing up on social media and in hair salons because of what it does. It's basically going to give your hair a lot of texture without actually making it oily or greasy. It basically looks like you've got nothing in your hair, but you can still style it and restyle it throughout the day. The way that you use it, guys, you can use it in completely like product-free hair, right? It's going to give your hair texture, it's going to give it volume, it's going to allow you to style it but not look like you've got actual product in there. Or you can use it as a cocktail with another product, which is what I do. I use sea salt spray and then soft putty, and then I'll finish my hairstyle with the texturizing powder. And all you're going to do is sprinkle just a little bit in. A little goes a long way. And then all you're going to do is work it through your hair. And check it out. Look at that texture. Look at that volume. It is insane. This stuff is a must try for every single dude. It's quick, it's easy, it's effective. Guys, I'm going to link to both these products down below. There's also going to be a limited time discount code. So the first hairstyle that literally looks great on like every dude is the textured crew cut. Not a buzz cut, a crew cut. And here's the difference. A buzz cut is basically going to be one length and super short on the crown. You could also fade it or taper it in terms of a bald fade or a skin fade in order to give your hair a little structure, a little symmetry. But the truth is most guys don't look good with a completely shaved head, which is why the crew cut is a lot better. The crew cut has a lot of different variations in lengths. You could do something that's short, but you could also let it go a little bit longer and do something like a Caesar or the French crop, or just a messy textured top with a short tapered side. If you are somebody that is going to do a buzz cut, typically this looks best on guys that have very prominent, strong features and don't have a double chin, because a buzz cut will actually make your head look more round. Now, if you do have symmetry, if you do have strong features, if you want to elevate it and take it next level, add a little bit of facial hair. I personally think a buzz cut with some facial hair, like a light beard, or even just like something on the chin or a stash, is a great way to help balance the face and just give you a little bit more attitude and edge. It's also low maintenance, but one of the downsides to a buzz cut or even the crew cut is that it is going to require more regular haircuts, which brings me to the second super quick, simple, sexy hairstyle that she is going to love, and that is the side part. The side part, in my opinion, is the most perfect, versatile hairstyle out there for guys because it works with any face shape, it works with any hairline. You could have a widow's peak, it could be receding, it still works. And the other beautiful thing is that there are a zillion different options in terms of styling, product selection, but also length of hair. In terms of length, on top, it's anywhere between 2 inches and I would say 6 inches. Once you get past 6 inches, the next hairstyle will probably be a little bit better. But from 2 to 6 inches on top, and then the sides are going to be tapered. They're not going to generally be faded. Now, by all means, if you want to go with a faded side part, it's going to look amazing, but it is going to require more trips to the barber or stylist in order to keep it fresh looking. A fade is something that's going to require a lot more maintenance, but a taper, all right, something that's a little bit longer up here and then not quite so short down by your ears, is going to last a lot longer, typically between 4 and 8 weeks between cuts. But if you are going to let your hair go like 6 to 8 weeks, I would recommend trimming up around your ears and having somebody possibly help you trim up your neck. But the beautiful thing is that the side part is an amazing style that literally looks great on everybody. And the last hairstyle that literally looks great on everybody, but a lot of guys won't try it because the pain of growing your hair out. All right, but the beautiful thing is that the side part is a great style to actually adopt when you're growing your hair out because it still has a nice, clean, polished look when you style it properly. But the flow, the textured flow, in my opinion, is one of the best hairstyles out there and looks great on pretty much any dude. The medium length flow, once again, has a ton of different variations and options. You could go with the center part or you could do a little bit more side part, but the bottom line is this: you're letting your hair grow. All right, you're not letting it grow all crazy. You want to go in for regular trims every 2 weeks, but the bottom line is this: it is very low maintenance. All right, you don't need to spend a ton of time styling it or drying it. Simply, out of the shower, apply some sea salt spray and then some type of light hold, low shine product like a hair cream or a hair clay. Run it all the way through your hair, push it into place, and jet, you're good to go. A little bit later on in the day, maybe come in, break it up as it starts to dry, but it's supposed to be a little bit more messy. It's supposed to be a little bit more like piecey and not quite so like perfect and like air dried. It's gonna give you a more rugged, manly look, and it literally is gonna look good on any body, as long as you don't have like super thin or fine hair. All right, this style is definitely better suited for somebody that does have a full head of hair, but the beautiful thing is that even if you don't have a super strong hairline, this still will work and look amazing. Guys, all the information is down below if you want to grab the sea salt spray or the texturizing powder, or if you're interested in grabbing one of the best hairstyling products on the market, take the quiz. It's free and it's going to help you have better hair.